What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Sports Sidebar Podcast. You're tuned in with your boy Rich, and I'm here with my buddies Tom and JD, and we're about to get this thing started. Let's go.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We got a brand new episode for everybody, sitting at 195. How's everybody feeling tonight? How you feeling, man?
Doing good, Rich. How you doing?
Doing great, man. Giants are in the right spot to tank. We just got to worry about these damn Jags. Pretty much tied up with them. Our Knicks are looking a little shaky. We missed a game winner last night to beat the Bulls, but it's all right. We're still in good position to win this in-season tournament.
Hey man, no complaints. The Jets are who we thought they were, and other than that, things are going pretty well.
Yeah, man. Let's get right into it, man. We had a Week 10 wrap up of the NFL. We had the Bengals versus the Ravens on the Thursday night game. Ravens winning the shootout. This is one of those games that came down to the last play. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't. So previous week we had a situation where people thought they should have went for 2 against the Chiefs. They didn't. Ended up losing. Then now the Bengals they try to go for 2 and win it all, and they lose. They're just out of luck, man.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really gave Zach Taylor a hard time about that call. I think that everyone kind of saw the that they were struggling. They needed to win that game right there.
Yep.
But yeah,
I mean, unfortunately, if their defense is what's holding the Bengals back. I mean, they didn't have Higgins, and they still put up, was it 34?
Yeah.
Game,
the offense is dialed in. It's that defense. It's a serious problem.
Yeah, man. I mean, I would be so pissed off, man, if you gave up. Like if you told me I was going to score 30 points, over 30 points the past 2-3 games, or probably 4 games, and still lose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a tough break, man.
Yeah.
So,
it's not good. And Joe Burrow's locked in right now. Jamar Chase was awesome in that game, and it still wasn't enough.
Yeah, he kills the Ravens, despite their defense.
Yeah.
He had pretty much almost 200 yards every time he's played them.
It's crazy.
I so-called remember. So, that's ridiculous for a receiver. So, hopefully they can win out. If not, I mean, I think teams would like that, because I think if somehow their defense figures it out and their offense is still clicking, they're going to be a dangerous team to get in the playoffs.
I agree.
Then we had the garbage bowl on the Sunday morning where the Giants versus the Panthers. The Giants almost scared me here. They went up and tied the game, sent it to overtime, and then we did what we needed to do, man. We fumbled the ball, and then the Panthers scooped it up, made a kick, and that was it, man.
Yeah, they bailed you out there on that one, Rich.
Yeah, man. I was looking grim, man. I was like, oh man, they about to come down to score and win, or they just gonna kick this field goal? What's going on? So all right, they kicked the field goal, got overtime. I was like, all right. Then they got the ball. I was like, all right, let me go to. I think I went to do something, came back, the game was over. I was like, oh, what happened? Oh, fumble. Like, yes.
Fumble. Perfect time for the fumble.
So this keeps us on pace. Still a lot of teams that are in that same range with 2 wins, 3 wins. So we got to create some more separation, man.
Yeah, there's still a lot of churn down there at the bottom with a 2 and 3 win team. So that's gonna be quite the race coming down the stretch here.
Yeah, I just hope we're in a position to get a top quarterback, and somebody needs to move up. So hopefully we don't try to get a quarterback this year, and we just rack up on picks for next year for Arch.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, I wouldn't mind getting like Hunter or the Boise State running back, but
I'm not sure you go with the running back that early, but I think a Travis Hunter or a lineman or.
Oh no, I'm saying on the move back. That's what I'm saying. On the move back.
I still think I don't know. I don't know if I trust the Boise State running back. Like he's good, but like I don't know. I have problems drafting running backs that high.
Yeah, but that's what's that. I'd rather him if we get him on the move back.
No, I get that.
Because then now let's say you got 2 second-round picks, You get you another offensive lineman and then maybe
Yeah.
him or another receiver and him. So get you some other weapons. So
Yep.
and then we had the Bills versus the Colts. I mean, Bills went out, they win this game. Colts are struggling. Looks like they're going back to Richardson this week. We kind of expected it, especially if just Joe
Yeah.
Flacco wasn't winning. But they're kind of in a funky situation themselves. So hopefully Richardson can finish out the season strong. Other than that, I mean, I feel like if he doesn't, they're going to be right back in the mix looking for another quarterback, man.
Yep. No, agreed.
And then we have the Steelers versus the Commanders. This was a real good game. A lot of back and forth. Your boy Jaden Daniels, like he's not afraid of anything. Your boy Wilson was looking like a Wilson of old. I mean, him and that Pickens connection. Your boy Najee Harris is actually running the ball this year. I know we was hating him the past previous years because he was going like first pick in the draft, not first round in the draft, and wasn't doing anything. I'm
Yeah,
looking forward. I'm looking.
it's nice to see Najee, producing a little bit here. He's looked a lot better. Like you said, Russ looks a little rejuvenated. George Pickens has been awesome the last few weeks.
Yep.
That touchdown catch he had was unreal. Washington I thought they played a pretty good game. I mean, it took a Mike Williams 32-yard touchdown to upset them or to come back and win, not upset them, because I think Pittsburgh might have been favored in that game. But
Yeah.
I think two pretty good teams there, and Pittsburgh's defense is legit. I mean, they did hold Jaden Daniels down a little bit. Pittsburgh's not going anywhere. I think at first we thought it was a little smoke and mirrors, but seems like they're kind of firing a little bit on a lot of cylinders here.
Oh yeah. I felt like they gave the Commanders that Lamar. The Steelers played the Commanders like they play as if they would play Lamar Jackson. So
Yeah,
didn't really let him get too happy out of the pocket.
right.
Did a nice job containing them. And then I mean it's still a high scoring game, but still, I mean for
Yeah,
both teams had a great game plan coming in, and
they
that's why
did.
you got to see such a great game. And then you had the Jets versus the Cardinals. I thought your Jets were back on track to get in the playoffs, man, and then they just let Kyler Murray go crazy, man.
Yeah. This is what I get for betting on the Jets. Saw them at got them at a plus 0.5, and I was like, oh yeah, this is easy money. After that second half, they played in Houston. I thought they played really well, and then they came in and just defense couldn't stop a nosebleed, and the offense had nothing. So should have known better. Just seen this coming a mile away.
Yeah, man. I feel like they don't run the ball enough, man. It just seems like is the offensive line that bad?
I don't know. I don't think so. I just they just have like no spark. I don't know. I was trying to like figure this out over I turned the game off like three different times, but Brees Hall just looks like he doesn't want to be there. Like he was like, even after his ACL last year, I felt like he was so explosive, and like there's no explosion out of him. I don't know. Rodgers is like okay when he's in the pocket, but he's like getting out of the pocket quickly. So maybe the line's been a problem. I don't know. I just don't know.
You think it's a Rodgers effect, and he's like killing the morale sometimes of the team, or
I don't think so. I think that they maybe had high expectations, and they're just not playing well. So it's probably taking everyone down a little bit. I mean, Sauce Gardner's been pretty bad the past
Mhm.
couple of weeks. He didn't make he had a big missed tackle. So I don't know.
hopefully you guys can figure it out. Either way, if you decide not to make a run into the playoffs or just tank it out, kind of like us. I feel like that's what a lot of teams are trying to do. They're trying to get that arch
Hmm.
pick for next year. So we have to wait
A
and see
lot
how.
a lot of people lining that one up.
Yep. And then we got the Eagles versus the Cowboys. Cowboys are cooked. Eagles went out there. They dominated that game.
They did.
It's probably the worst Cowboy season ever. The way this is going, wasn't really much else here, man.
Yeah, no, it's Cowboys are toast. Like you said, the Eagles came out and smashed them. I was kind of curious to see how the Cooper Rush situation would go, and thought maybe they might get a little bit of a bump, but nope, that didn't happen.
It's terrible, man. And then we had the Lions versus the Texans. Lions, they go out there, they throw 95 interceptions to still win this game.
No,
Uh, the Texans just couldn't get enough going, man,
no,
to fend the Lions off.
nope. It
Um,
was it was it was an INT fest on both sides of the ball.
yeah, man. I mean, CJ threw a bunch of self. I mean, for them to throw that many interceptions, it was like intercepted. Offense gets the ball next play, intercepted. I was like,
I
what?
know. Yeah,
Like,
it
what?
was wild.
Like somebody run the ball, man. But
Right.
I mean, it's good for this is good for the Lions because they kind of get in that situational football where
Yeah.
something you may see in the playoffs where you know the team they're struggling in the first half. They interview your boy Dan Campbell when he comes out and he says, our defense needs to step up and get some turnovers. And as he's saying that, they go out there and they get an interception. So I mean, I'm sure that was the message he had in the locker room. Players definitely took heed of it and they went to work. So
Yeah, yeah, I think it's good for like the mentality too, like winning a game when you don't have your best. Because yeah, I mean, I didn't think Goff was terrible. He had a couple of bounced or picks that bounced off hands and things like that. So
yeah, that's what's said, man. The Lions team is going to be definitely one of those teams you got to look out for the rest of the season as well as the playoffs because they're probably one of the teams favored in the NFC to get to the Super Bowl. And then Monday night we had the Dolphins versus the Rams. I really didn't want to watch this game. I actually went ahead and put a parlay on this game, and then everybody started throwing touchdowns to the people that I never heard of, man. So I turned it off, and that was it, man. With the Dolphins, they did win this game, man.
yeah, that was I did the same thing. I turned it on. I think I had a parlay on it. I forget, but yeah, I turned it on, watched it for a little bit, and I was like, man, this game is not good. I don't. I felt like this was a big spot for the Rams. I felt like they're healthy. They can go out there and win this game, and it just never happened.
Yeah, it was an opportunity for them to gain some traction on the other NFC teams in their division, but didn't happen. And then we got Week 11 coming up. We got the Thursday night game. We got the Commanders versus the Eagles. This definitely should be a good one. I'm looking forward to seeing
Mm.
if Jaden Daniels can put a chokehold on the division and knock the Eagles off, man.
Yeah, I like I do like Washington in this game. I think that they're due for a big win here, and the Eagles actually been playing pretty well. So yeah, this is a big game for both teams, and like you said, could kind of start to lock up that NFC East.
Yeah, I mean the Commanders are 7-3, Eagles are 7-2.
Hmm.
So I mean this is definitely an important game. Not only will you take the lead in the division, you get a one game advantage on the opposing
Hmm.
opponent. So, and then Sunday we got the Colts versus the Jets. How you feeling about your team, man?
Yeah, I mean, knowing the Jets, they'll probably win this game, and we'll probably end up around the 12th pick or 11th pick or something like that. And just a middling franchise doing middling things. I was kind of excited to watch Joe Flacco, but now with Richardson in, I expect a couple turnovers. I'd expect the Jets defense to come out hot. They've been getting roasted all week, so we'll see what happens.
I mean, Richardson does go like 2 for 11 by halftime, so
Yeah,
and that'll be great in your favor. So,
yeah, for sure.
um, I think he has a lot of issues that he has to clean up, and I don't think 2 weeks is going to help him fix that. So
No, I don't think so either.
then we got an interesting game. We got the Packers versus the Bears. Bears went ahead and relieved their offensive coordinator of his duties. I mean, it seems like with the weapons they have, they've just been slow to start offensively. Can't get anything going. Your boy Caleb Williams just looks terrible out there. Just bad game after bad game. It seems like
Yeah.
he's very reluctant to trust and throw to some of his guys. But I don't know, man. They got to figure something out, man. A lot of people on the
Yeah,
hot seat over there.
Chicago's been bad. I'd expect Eberflus to be fired at the end of the year. I mean, he's not a good coach, and they knew, I think everyone knew Waldron wasn't a very good offensive coordinator coming into the season. And it was just a matter of time until he got canned too. Similar to the Jets, this is really, I think this is an ownership problem. Like, where I do think the Jets want to be good and try to get the right people in there, they're just not smart enough to. The Bears just don't care, because if you get Caleb Williams, what you should have done is gotten a new coach because you knew Eberflus wasn't the guy. You should have gotten a good, like a Cliff Kingsbury type offensive coordinator in there that can work with a young quarterback. And you got to build up the line. Like that line is so bad. So yeah, he looks, you know, like he's questioning every decision he makes, but it's crazy because he's probably he's got people chasing him all the time. So he's constantly on the run, which is it's tough for a young quarterback.
Yeah, it is, man. But as much as the bad as much as the bad and or as bad as offensive line has been, a lot of the blame still going to go on the quarterback,
Hmm.
that coaching staff.
Oh yeah,
So it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be interesting to see what they do in this offseason to try to turn things around quickly. So unfortunately, I think Keenan Allen's going to be gone. Pretty much going to be a Doomsday and DJ Moore if DJ Moore doesn't try to get out of there because he seems very unhappy. Showed him on the bench pouting.
he is trying to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, nobody's throwing him the ball. They don't really got a top running back, so they can't really rely on the run game too much. I mean, it's just a lot, man.
There is a lot there, yeah, but a lot of room for improvement.
Oh yeah, they can only go up. They can't get any worse. So,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna have the Ravens versus the Steelers. Um, might be one of the games of the week.
Mm.
I mean, this is gonna be a great game. I mean, Lamar is actually like 1-4 against the Steelers. So, I mean, they know what to do and how to stop him,
Yeah,
despite him having MVP type seasons.
I feel like it's one of the few teams he doesn't beat all the time.
And the fact that they have such a good record, and this is another important game. Not only do you get the one-up one your division, um, I mean, gets you closer into locking in the top spot in the playoffs. So
Yeah. Yep.
then we got the Seahawks and 49ers. I'm not going to watch this game, but I will pay attention to see if Debo slaps somebody again, choke somebody again.
Yeah. What was
I,
up with that?
yeah, I think the kicker missed like 2 field goals, and then
Yeah.
he just got upset with him. And then I don't know if he said if you
But
miss another
but
kick, I'm gonna choke you or something.
he hit the long snapper. He didn't even hit the kicker.
Kicker, yeah, I don't know what was going on. Maybe the kicker said it was a long snapper's fault. I don't know, man. But I mean, they still end up winning the game because of the extra kick, the field goal. But I feel like a lot of stuff is going wrong in San Fran over there.
Yeah.
Um, I might take a run at Shanahan if I was one of those teams like the Bears or something. And then we got the Chiefs versus the Bills. This is the other potential game of the week. I mean, these teams have been going back and forth for a while, but unfortunately, the Chiefs have been getting the last laugh because they've been winning the playoffs. So we're gonna see if Josh Allen can do what he does, man, and finally take off the Chiefs.
Yeah. This is the. I think people have had this game circled for a while, especially Bills coming out playing the way they are. Josh Allen usually, in the past has done well against Mahomes in the regular season. So, I expect a pretty good game here. Should be a fun one for sure.
Oh yeah. So it's gonna be fun to watch, man, just to see if anybody could beat the Chiefs. Right now, they're
Yeah.
still undefeated, so teams would definitely try to beat that first seed and give them that first loss. So and then we got the Bengals versus the Chargers. It's the Sunday night game. I don't know how I feel about this. Um, but watch it. I do like watching the Bengals.
Yeah.
I don't really care too much for watching the Chargers, but
Chargers
um,
are sneaky good, man. They got a really good defense. And Herbert's been playing like old Herbert. So it just goes to show you what bringing in a good coach can do, right? So
Yeah, definitely.
we all have hope, Rich.
Yeah, I mean, for me, for the Giants, it's not the coach, it's the quarterback. So but still, it's gonna be fun to watch to see what these teams do against each other. So you can kind of see if the Chargers are real or not,
Hmm.
um, and if the whether or not the Bengals can keep their season alive. Then Monday we got the Texans versus the Cowboys. I don't know why they should have swapped this game for something else.
Oh, I agree.
Cowboys are cooked right now. Um, Texans are semi-cooked, but I think Nico will be back for this game, hopefully. Um, he practiced last week. It was a game time decision. He didn't play last week. Hopefully, he plays this week. That's definitely what they need to get that offense going because he was leading the league in receiving before he got knocked out like 4 weeks ago. So,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I thought he was going to be back. It sounded like Saturday afternoon. Shefty had uh, the report that they were going to activate him and he was going to be good to go, and then yeah, got up to the game and he was scratched. So yeah, hopefully he'll be ready to go this week, and then yeah, like you said, leading the league in yards when he went out. The Houston offense needs a little bit of a boost, so this will be huge.
oh yeah, definitely will, man. And then on to the NBA. I mean, we got the season pretty much going in full effect. They just started games for the in-season tournament. I know last week we didn't really get to talk about it, but we had the Celtics versus the Golden State Warriors.
Mm,
Warriors came out. They take down the Celtics in a close game. Uh, I mean, don't get me wrong, Celtics didn't have Brown. There was no Porzingis, so definitely looking forward to seeing the Celtics at full
mm.
um, at their best, so to say, or at maximum capacity with their full lineup to play these Warriors. I mean, Warriors been looking great, looking like the Warriors of old. They got a bunch of guys that can shoot the rock, play defense, um, and that bought into the system. So it's gonna be interesting to see how things pan out for the Warriors.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're playing really well. We saw Steph Curry's playing at an MVP level. It's crazy that he's 36, gonna be 37 this year, and still doing what he's doing. It's but what he did what he did to Klay Thompson in that return the other night was awesome to watch. And apparently he tried to tie up with Klay beforehand or something, and Klay ghosted him. So he was all jacked up about it.
Yeah, I think what set him off was when Clay shot that three and then tried to shimmy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that was the Jordan moment when he's like, I took that personal. So
yeah, yeah.
we get to see the Steph hit the three and put it on the bed, put him night
Put
night night.
put him night night.
Right? It's just classic. So I'm definitely looking forward to see how things pan out for them.
Yeah.
See if they can keep this momentum going.
Yeah, it seems like they reloaded pretty well, without, breaking the bank, and they got a good solid team there now.
Oh yeah. And then we had the return of Embiid play the other night on Tuesday against the Knicks. Of course, they're going to take that L. He looked kind of out of shape. Not sure how. He said he lost 25 pounds. He was still out of shape. I'm not sure how he lost the 25 pounds, but it's a lot of questions, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I ain't gonna lie, the Philly team looks dangerous, and it's not because of Embiid. It's because they between Maxey and that other rookie from Duke.
Oh, that
Uh,
McCain kid.
yeah. I,
Yeah, he saved their bacon last night. That's for sure.
yeah. So I mean, they're definitely gonna have some other scoring options outside of Embiid. If Embiid can
Hmm.
just do his part, they should be a pretty decent team. So, but I'm looking forward to seeing how things pan out for them as well because they got guys that are not playing back to backs, and right now they're sitting at 2-9. So
Yeah, Paul George is trash. Like we knew was gonna happen.
it's funny though they showed his average and they showed Tobias Harris's averages
Oh yeah,
right now in
same
in
guy.
Detroit. Yeah, same exact person. So I thought that was
That's
hilarious, man.
pretty. That is pretty funny.
And then we got the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. They're sitting at 13-0 right now.
Yeah, playing good ball.
Yeah, looking like no joke. Your boy Mitchell's only averaging about 23, but They're playing great defense between Allen and I forget the other big.
Mobley.
Yeah, Mobley. They're doing what they need to do, man, to win these games. So
Yeah,
I'm interested to see how long they can keep this streak going, and if
yeah, I
they
am too.
tank out, if they tank out towards like the second half of the year and they kind of fall to that 4 or 5 spot, kind of how we thought they would in the East. But still, man, great start, great hot start. I don't think
Hmm.
they had this start ever before.
No,
Even when
it's their best start of all time, I think.
yeah, so let's see how if they can keep it going, man.
Hmm.
Then your boy Pop, I know they said he had a mini stroke, so
Yeah,
it's not expected to. There's no time limit as far as when he's coming back. I mean, I think this is interesting because you kind of wanted him to take the league and helping Wemby out, but
yeah.
Wemby
He,
looks
he
great.
yeah, and he's got a good staff there too, which is good.
Yeah.
So, he's got them set up nicely. I think he can take a little bit of time, make sure he gets healthy, and before he goes back out there. But yeah, it seemed like it was a mild, very mild stroke, but something you want to make sure, he's not young anymore, that's for sure. So you want to make
Oh
sure
no.
he's healthy before he comes back in.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Well, your
But
boy Wemby,
Wemby's been awesome. Like
yeah,
he hit what, 9 threes 2 nights ago, hit 50 points.
youngest player ever, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks good. Turning it up a notch this year. I'm curious if they try to get him, not this year, or maybe this year, maybe the trade deadline, or maybe looking at next year. Get him a guy like Steph Curry or Klay Thompson that can get in there and kind of open the floor up a little bit for him. Obviously, those guys are on a contract, but someone like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if there's anybody available like that you
Yeah.
can go get. But also, I think they kind of don't want to win too many games because they're kind of, from what I'm hearing, it looks like they might be in a position to get a top pick again. So
Hmm.
if you're able to do that, then that's great. But you also don't want to be in that bottom tier for too long. So,
Right. Exactly.
but still, man, I mean, they got a very bright future ahead of them. So, I mean, you already got one piece. Maybe you should get two more or 1.5, and some other role players, and they'll be right back in the mix, man.
Yeah.
On to MLB, nothing really here. Pretty much off season. Free agency is probably the headline. The Soto rumors are flying. Whether he go to the Blue Jays, Dodgers, those are the main ones I'm hearing. I'm not really hearing any other ones besides those. So
Well, Yankees and Mets,
that's yeah.
Red
Um,
Sox, checked in. I don't think that they make a strong play, but they were there.
yeah, I'm not sure where these Blue Jays rumors are coming from, but
Apparently, I didn't realize they had these deep pockets they keep
Rockets,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah, man. But that's what I say. I feel like it's ultimately going to come down to him whether he wants to go somewhere and get the money or he wants to go somewhere and get money and
Well,
feel like he can win.
I was say I don't think money is going to be a problem. He's going to get, he's going to be in the same ballpark no matter where he goes. I think it's now, where does he want to be, right? Like, unless someone comes
Mm.
like way over the top and says,
Yeah,
we're going to give you $800 million or something crazy like that. But no, he was, like we talked about this. He was very clear that once the season was over, he was going to look at all his offers. So
yep.
I'm not shocked that he's had, all these meetings and stuff. But it will be he'll be the first domino to fall, I think, and then yeah, it's got to go from there.
I'm looking forward to seeing what he ends up getting, whether he cracks over 7 or, like you mentioned before, somebody gives him an outrageous offer that he can't
Yeah,
refuse. So,
yeah,
not really much in NHL. Season's just going. Some injuries, players still getting healthy.
yep,
Um, got NCAA. As far as basketball, I know Duke, they got upset by Kentucky the other night. Um, Expected. You got a young Duke squad. That's what happens. You got a bunch of freshmen on your team,
yeah. It takes
leading the team. So
it takes a little bit to get going. It's like an AAU team every year for like the first, first probably month or so. where everyone is, trying to figure out, who's doing what and all that stuff. So it takes a little bit of getting used to.
Oh yeah, got your normal culprits as far as men's basketball being up there.
Mm-hmm.
You got Kansas, UConn.
Yep.
Alabama's actually second, so Gonzaga's always up in there, but then they always lose in the March Madness.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't really anybody I was surprised about being up there. So
Yeah. No, I think it's your usual suspects. But yeah, season's just kicking off. I like these early games, and you'll have a couple weeks. You got Feast Week. They play at Madison Square. This is a fun time for college basketball.
oh yeah, and then on the other side, I mean, for football, I mean they got the 12 teams fighting for the playoff. This week they switched up some positions. I mean, Miami got upset, so I mean they dropped down to 12.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon's at 1, Ohio State's at 2, Texas at 3, Penn State's at 4, Indiana State at 5, Tennessee's at 6, BYU dropped to 7. They're still undefeated. They're trying to get rid of them. So Notre Dame at 8, Alabama at 9, Ole Miss, Georgia, like I said, Miami. So
Yep.
It's going to be fun to watch, man, once these playoffs start. And it's pretty much winner take all. So
Yeah, the playoffs are going to be fun. I think with the 12 teams and the 4 getting the bye, and then it should be it's better than basically the 3 games that you normally get. So it's exciting. I think the committee seems to have gotten it right so far. I do think Indiana is probably a little bit undervalued, but again, they haven't really played anyone big, so they got their big matchup. I think it's this weekend against Ohio State.
yeah, I think. Wait, is it this week or
Is it next week?
18th to 24th? Yep, they play Ohio State.
Oh yeah, Ohio State's got Northwestern this week. Colorado's got the big noon kickoff. Yep. Nope, you're right.
But still, man, you're gonna have to win out because you can't really afford for a smaller school to lose.
Right.
It's gonna just drop you out of the 12.
Yeah.
The way this committee's looking to vote. So, and then we got the Tyson versus Jake Paul fight on Friday tomorrow. I really do hope Tyson just knocks this guy
Wails
out.
on him.
Yeah, just kills this guy. I mean,
Jake Paul's like -200 to win this fight.
yeah, I don't know. I guess a lot of people think
it's got to be the age thing, right? Like that's the only reason.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are backing Paul too. So I've seen a lot of people tweet out that Jake Paul is going to knock Tyson out or something like that. It sounds like a setup. So, well, Iron Mike, man.
Iron Mike taking a fall?
Nah. He got to knock Jake Paul out first round.
I mean, if he gets one punch in, Jake Paul's going to be dead.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I wonder if he's going to like hold back or if he's really going to unleash what he has in the tank.
I don't see him holding back.
That's the thing. I hope he doesn't, man.
Yeah.
And I hope he shows him what is like to really box a heavyweight champ. Because if he were to beat Tyson, then the floodgates are open, and now people are going to think he can beat anybody. But I mean, he's fighting a 60-year-old man. So
yeah, I know.
It's not like if you fought Mike Tyson when he's 21. I mean, it's automatic loss right there. So
yep.
I mean, we saw Tyson do that older fight maybe a few years ago against was it Roy Jones, and he looked like he could have knocked Roy Jones out too.
Yeah,
but he did it. So
yeah,
that's what I said. I hope he just doesn't hold back. Then I think that's it for sports. I don't think there's anything else.
I don't think so.
Then it's that time again, ladies and gentlemen. We got another edition of JD's Bites and Brew. What you got for us?
All right, so today being the first real cold day of the fall here. I don't think it got above 50 degrees. A little chilly today. Did some tortellini soup, tortellini and sausage, creamy tortellini and sausage soup. So basically just took onion, garlic. I bypassed the carrots and celery because Michelle doesn't like it. So just went with the garlic and onion with some butter and olive oil. Got that going. Then tossed in some ground sausage and some chicken, and let that cook up till it was cooked all the way through. And then threw some tomato paste in. Let that cook up a little bit. Mix that all in. Threw some flour on there to kind of thicken it up, and then added some white wine to deglaze the pan, and then added the crushed tomatoes and chicken broth. Let that kind of simmer for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Then added some spinach, some fresh baby spinach, and some tortellini in. And then from there went to kind of let that cook for about 4 or 5 minutes. Added in some Parmesan cheese and some heavy cream, and yeah, good to go. Topped it with a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of basil,
That sounds great, man.
and made a crap ton of it. So have plenty plenty of it to go around.
Yeah, man, I love making food when it's like good and it's leftovers. You can just have it for a bunch of days. You gotta really cook again, man.
Yeah, having leftovers, especially soup when it's like chilly out, um, is awesome.
And then what'd you guys drink that down with?
I get another burial beer out of Charlotte. Also Asheville. I'm just trying to find the name of it. I took a picture. All right, it's called A Measured Procession of Veracity. It's an IPA. It's got a cool little label on it. I think I've done a beer on here before. I think it was one of their stouts. This was an IPA. Has a cool, like, little dark, ghouly type of almost like a Halloween type of a can label on it. That's a lot of the stuff they do is very kind of goth. So kind of neat. It's an IPA. It's dry hopped with Motica hops, and then they do finish it with some Strata and Amarillo. Amarillo Motica, not my favorite, but you know they make this place makes pretty good beer, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Anyways, I thought it was pretty good. You know, again, I'm not the biggest. Amarillo just gives me a little bit of like a bitter taste. It doesn't have, you know, you can get bitter but it kind of like the taste kind of goes away. But with Amarillo, for some reason, for me, it doesn't really go away. It kind of just like sits on the back of your palate. So
Hmm.
it's not my favorite, but this one was pretty good. You know, I would probably go with a different one the next time I'm there, but I do like trying different beers. So I'd probably I'll give it a 7.1.
It's not too shabby.
Yeah.
Almost at the standardized uh drink parameters. So
Yeah, and this brewery, you know, I haven't really had a bad beer from them, so but yeah, it was pretty good.
and it's JD's Bites and Brew, everybody. Definitely gonna add that one to the list.
Mm.
And then for the BRRs, not too much. Still watching the same group of shows. Um, we got Tulsa King, the right show. Probably one of the last shows I watch out of the group. Um, First ones I am watching are From and the Penguin.
Mm.
From is great. Still trying to figure out what's going on with these this freaking place where they at. So show's just getting weirder and weirder, but in a good way. Just more mystery. So and it's a little funny because now some of the monsters are messing with the people there. So um it's kind of a little sick and twisted in a way. But
Yeah.
other than that, I mean, like I mentioned before, we got the Penguin. They wrapped up the season finale. A great show from pretty much I want to say pretty much from beginning to the end. Um It kicks up, probably about the third, fourth episode. It's not really a bang. It's something kind of unexpected, but it's also expected
Yeah.
for what happens. Sets itself up great for what's to come as far as the Batman universe. Your boy Colin Farrell, he said he signed off for three appearances in the 3 Batman movies. So they're definitely going to be riding this wave for a while. I'm looking forward to seeing if they get another season, what direction they go in. Hopefully they can do like some of this with some of the other villains for Batman to help build their story. So when you see the other movies, it adds more value. So HBO did a great job, man.
Yeah, I'm almost done. I got one more episode to go. But yeah, it's as you know, I'm not huge into the comic movie world, but the show's been, I think, independent of the movies and comics and all that. It's still been a really good show.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't really have to know too much about the Batman universe to follow along with it, which is a great thing. As I said, they don't really show no Batman. So it's pretty much them. I mean, acting's been great between Colin Farrell and the girl playing the Hangman. So great show, man.
Yeah.
Wasn't really much else. I mean, they got Lioness season 2. Good show so far. I'm still trying to figure out what direction they're going in with this. It's a lot of questions that need to be answered. For this show, but still good show. Like a SEAL Team 6 type show. A lot of action, espionage stuff going on. So definitely something you could check out when you get a chance. And then Netflix, they brought back the Arcane, but they only put out 3 episodes. They're doing an 8-episode season. So pretty much you get 3 last week, I think another 3 this week, and then the final 2 maybe the next week. So they just released the whole damn thing. I don't know why.
I know it.
Why they do this, but they want you to keep coming back. So we'll come back, or I'll just wait till everything's out and just watch it at once. So I mean, they got Silos coming back this week. So since Penguin is gone now, Silo will replace that. I'll definitely be watching that, seeing what's going on now that homegirl got out of the silo. Looks like she got back in. So there's a whole whirlwind of stuff that's about to go on. So
it's like Prison Break. You get out and then you get back in.
Yeah, but their situation is different because, like.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding.
I ain't gonna lie. Prison Break. That first season of Prison Break was like magical, man.
Oh, it was awesome.
Then they started doing the same thing over and over. It's just like, all right, how many times you gonna go to jail and get out?
I know. Well, he broke back into the prison.
But yeah, like I'm saying, like how many times you gonna go in jail and get out of jail? Like.
Right.
So, definitely looking forward to seeing what else it's going to be watching or coming out. I know that Cross show is coming out, I think, this week. That's on Amazon. So I'll check that out. Other than that, I don't think there was anything else.
No, I think that Penguin and
They gave it a 7.1 on IMDb and a 74 on Rotten Tomatoes. So
okay.
I don't know how to feel about that, man. I have to pull the time and.
So you're gonna have to watch it for yourself.
Tough, yeah. I have to pull the time and read some reviews before I watch it, or not watch it at all. So you know how time does.
Watch one episode and then
give
your full review on
the whole season. But yeah, definitely go check it out. I heard some good things about it as far as the acting with your boy Denzel. But other than that, I think there wasn't really much else, man.
No.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time.
Till next time, Rich.
I want to thank y'all for rocking out here on the Sports Sidebar Podcast. Give y'all something to ride out on.